In this video tutorial, I'll be showing you how to attend a virtual fair and taking you through the different steps of the platform. So first of all, when you enter an event, you'll be greeted with this first general info tab. This is where you'll see the information regarding the event that the organizer has posted. You'll be able to get a bit of an overview already regarding who are the companies or exhibitors attending the event. And this is where you would register for the event. Next, on the day of the event, you'll have access to this Companies tab. This is the tab where you'll be able to see all of the different stalls in the event. So you can scroll through the different stalls and see if there's any specific exhibitors that you find particularly interesting that you want to interact with. You can also sort by relevant jobs. The relevant jobs is essentially determined by the system based on the information you have put in your profile. So it is also very important to put in all of the information into your profile regarding your background, the jobs that you're most interested to apply to. And this is how the system will then be able to determine, based on the different stalls, which ones are the ones with relevant jobs for you. You can then also sort by any jobs that the company has up, alphabetically, by active chats. This is a little bit the equivalent of if you're walking in a physical fair and you see that one stall is particularly busy, you might come back to it a little bit later. In this case, of course, because it is virtual, there's no problem. You can always send a message to a specific stalls, even if they're particularly busy. But if you see they have a lot of active chats going, perhaps you can expect a little longer waiting time until they get back to you. You can also see which stalls have breakout rooms or video conversations. So if I scroll through the different stalls here and I go into this particular one, I can see it has 2 relevant jobs for me, but 4 jobs in total. They have 2 breakout room sessions and 5 video conversation time slots that I would be potentially able to book in. If I click into the stall here, first of all, I'm greeted with this summary or overview page. And already now, if I wanted to, I can already click into one of these chat topics and start a chat with the company. For now, I'm just going to scroll through here. I can see a little bit of the content that the company has put up. Perhaps there's some videos. Now, already here, I can see that there's some video conversation time slots up. There's these 2 different recruiters that are essentially available for you to book them in for a specific video conversation. So if I click into this particular recruiter here, I can see that they specifically said they want to talk about the company culture. I can use the arrow here to go to the other recruiter, and I can see they want to talk about the work opportunities. So now let's say that I am available and I would like to book that particular recruiter in that particular time slot. So what happens is if I click into it, essentially I've made a request for that particular booking. So it's now up to the recruiter if they want to accept or decline my offer. In any case, I will be informed by email whichever option it is. If they have accepted my booking, my request, I will receive a link and I will be able to click on that link directly to join the video call or come back here into the stall. And this will become a button to join the video call directly here. If I continue scrolling down here, I can also see that this company has a couple of sessions in the breakout room function. Essentially, this is a group call feature and essentially makes it optional for you to easily jump in and out of these different sessions. I can read a little more about it by hovering above each one. I can see when they are scheduled to take place. And by clicking into it, a new tab opens and I'm redirected to a group call with that particular company. So it's very easy for you to, as you're going through the event, if you want to jump in and out of these calls to have a bit more direct interaction with the company, but you don't want it to be one-on-one, this is the one that you would definitely go for. Next, I can also see that there's a few jobs posted by the company. And I can also see, as mentioned before regarding the relevancy, the system is telling me which ones are closest match to me. I can then go into them and potentially apply. Then I can also see that there's a team here that is manning the stall. And if I want to reach out to them, I would be able to click on a specific chat topic here. So I can click into this chat topic. And directly here, start a chat. So I can send in a message. From that point on, I don't need to stay here. I can definitely continue going through the event. But if that recruiter gets back to me, I will be able to see the messages directly here in my inbox. So after interacting with a few different companies directly via their stalls, there's 2 more tabs to look at in the events. So first I can go to the Jobs tab. Essentially, this is where I'll find all of the jobs attached to any stall in the event. I can scroll through them here. Of course, click into any job and read up more about them, even apply directly. But I can also use these handy little filters on the left side here to find the ones that are most relevant to me. Next, I can go into the presentation tab here. And the event might have live presentations or pre-recorded presentations. This will be displayed right here. This is where the speakers will appear, and I'll be able to watch the presentation in this window. If I scroll down, I'll be able to also see the agenda of all the different presentations and potentially add them to my day planner. This is in the same way how it works if you have any booked video conversations with any companies at the event. They will be saved right here in your day planner. So if you go to the name of the event that you're attending, right here, you'll essentially be able to scroll through and see all the things that you have planned. So as mentioned, this will include both live presentations that you have added, as well as any booked video conversations that you have here. Potentially as well, if you've added breakout room sessions, they will also be displayed right here. If there is a specific live presentation ongoing here, you will also have the potential to ask live questions. So you can submit a question by typing it right here. You can upvote any questions submitted by your peers that you find particularly interesting. And the most popular questions are usually the ones that the speaker will be most likely to answer. So you can definitely influence it that way. A few more tips. Here you can always go into your inbox and see all of the different ongoing conversations you have with different companies. You don't have to go back into each stall to go back to the conversation there. It's also a really good idea to have an ongoing process of going into your profile, making sure that you have all of the information uploaded there. As mentioned in the other video, it is the best way for you to have a good experience with the platform, both because the platform will show you the most relevant jobs, the most relevant stalls, but also the more information you have in your profile, the more likely it is that the recruiters will be reaching out to you because they will be able to see all of those different tags that you have added to your profile. And that way they'll be able to directly see if you're a relevant candidate for them. And that way start chats with you in that way.